Stuart, congratulations. It's been one of those days or nights for you again. How did you feel this time?
Yeah, great actually. I think the way we set the whole game up throughout the day, we were sort of building towards knowing we wanted to bowl as much as possible under the lights with the harder pink ball. I think we knew if we could try and get 20, 25 overs in, with New Zealand's quality at the top of the order, making breakthroughs was going to be crucial in the result of this Test match. So the way the guys played aggressively to get the scoreboard moving, I mean, Brookie's knock was really special. Ruti found that sort of ODI rhythm, didn't he? And, you know, Robbo putting crucial runs on towards the end made us feel really comfortable. I think we'd have been happy as a bowling group with sort of 320, 330. So to get anything above that made us feel really comfortable. And, you know, it's just a different pitch to bowl with in the lights. It just feels like it's drier than the first innings, but it just felt like it nips pretty quickly under lights. And yeah, found a really good rhythm. And for me, like getting a wicket early always just settles me. And once I got Conway, I just felt like it could be my day.
I mean, were you licking your lips at the timing of when you got that ball in your hand? It was just on the turn. And did you really feel that the cards were in the favour there?
Yeah, it was all set up. Sort of all our conversation through the day was all about not so much runs, all about the timing of when to bowl, which is a bit weird. That's just the sort of day-night system, isn't it? But it's nice to be on that side where you can control. You've got to put a lot of hard work in to control that when you can bowl at the good times. But, you know, Timmy bowled a couple this morning that nipped back to Ruti from a bit wider, but that gave, you know, the bowlers just looked at each other and thought, you know, that's a bit of us if we can hit good length. And I know I'm always a better bowler when I just can keep it as simple as possible, and I knew that if I could wobble the ball, hitting the pitch as hard as I possibly can to bring the stumps into play, that was my only game plan, and it was great that worked out this evening.
It must be an amazing feeling though, 4 clean balls. I don't know how many times you...
Nah, can't think that I've done that before. So yeah, it was great. And, you know, anytime you get Kane, I've played against him since when, 2009 or something, and I've seen him score a lot of runs against us. So to get him early was a great feeling. And you know, I've not played since September, so it's nice to feel like I've contributed in some way to a good day, and hopefully we can, you know, have a good first hour tomorrow and get moving.
Does that kind of live in your list, your sort of Hall of Fame list? We know you've got these spells that sort of sit up on...
If I'd have got 5 tonight, maybe, but not yet.
Always room for improvement.
Always room for improvement.
I was going to say, are those kind of similar feelings to Trent Bridge or Joe, for example? They just come from...
Yeah, you go into a rhythm of like not overcomplicating, not thinking too much. You're not trying to swing one away, swing one in, you know, change your length. I was just so simple in what I was trying to do. I was almost taking the batter out of the equation. I was looking to bowl the same ball whoever I was bowling against, and that differs sometimes with different pitches, and if it's swinging and things, you really adapt to exactly who you're bowling at. Whereas today I sort of ignored who was at the other end and just thought if I hit the pitch as hard as possible at a length that I can't get driven but still can hit the stumps, then I was going to be in the game. And yeah, we've been lucky with the conditions in this game so far, but New Zealand won the toss, didn't they? So not that lucky. But yeah, we've played good cricket to be able to bowl at the right times.
Ish, go ahead.
You know, you mentioned there about Trent Bridge, Joe Logan getting into that rhythm. Did you recognise it was one of those early on ones coming up, you know, in baseball, pitches thrown a perfect game and no one mentions it?
Actually, I said when Latham nicked it to second slit, and it went down, I said to Jimmy, do you know what, if that had been taken, I felt like it could have been my day. And then fortunately, like 2 or 3 balls later, one nipped back. So yeah, I felt in a rhythm that I thought this pitch is suiting me right now. And it might be very different come 2 o'clock tomorrow. We've seen the pitches played differently at different times of the day. So we knew all our talk at the 40-minute break was inroads tonight. Let's bowl as much as we possibly can tonight, because if we can get their quality batters out early in the conditions that suit us, that can set the Test match up.
Did you want 11 over?
No, I was buggered. Yeah, I didn't want a 10th, to be honest, but Stokesy wasn't having it. Yeah, it was. I think it's a pitch that you've really got to slam the wicket. So, you know, I felt like I bowled nicely. I was hitting the pitch, but I felt in my last over I just lost a little bit of snap. But there's a little bit of spin there as well. It's quite encouraging for Leachy. So, yeah, it's a pitch I think you've got to be really hitting the pitch hard on. So tomorrow we'll probably go short, sharp spells of a seamers, Leachy from one end after a bit and fire away.
George, and then we'll finish with Chris.
Probably know the answer already, but was there any sense at all in the dressing room at any stage in the first session that we might change tactic and that they might be getting, New Zealand might be getting back in the game? I can't remember what the equation was at that stage.
Yeah, was there a period when we were like 2-20 ahead for 5 maybe or something? I didn't hear any sort of... Honestly, I think since June, I can't remember having heard a negative word in the change room. It's quite phenomenal to watch up close of how like Baz and Stokesy go about their business. It's all very much like positive and looking forward to the next step. It almost just felt inevitable that we were setting the game up to bowl at the right time. There was never a question of, oh, if this happens, do we need to change in any style? And Folkesy wasn't sent out before Stokesy in any tactical way. Stokesy just needed the toilet, and it happened in that little break that as soon as he sat down, a wicket fell. So yeah, I think it was all based around you know, getting enough runs but peaking bowling at the right time.
But you talked about it being negative, but it was before the first interval on the third day, you're looking at declaring in the third innings. I mean, this is incredible stuff.
Declaring the first day.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that as well.
So that was basically, we decided at the break, as soon as Brookie gets out, we're going to try and slog and bowl, and it's just a different sort of mindset, isn't it? But it's all just, we just felt like we could make inroads under the lights. We didn't want to take the new ball, like, you know, drag the game out and take the new ball in the afternoon. We thought sacrifice 40 runs and try and make inroads with the newie.
It's unrecognisable though since the start of your career, isn't it?
Completely unrecognisable. Yeah, I just said to Danny, it's a bit a shame there's not a fly on the wall documentary on it, because it's amazing to be a part of. I'm so lucky to see it firsthand, and I can imagine it was exactly like this in the white ball resurgence with Morgs. Just, you know, Morgs and Baz just seem the same human being, and I could just imagine it being this same mentality of you know, positive intent all the time, looking at the positive option. You know, every day Baz walks in, he's like, what a job this is, what a gig I've got. You know, everything's positive, and it's not fake, it's just really authentic. And he genuinely, hand on heart, would prefer you to get caught deep square leg than out defending. And he's managed to pick some talent in the batting lineup that are pretty good at whacking it as well.
Chris, last one.
How nice to have a spell like that at the start of an Ashes year. I guess hopefully it's a sign of things to come.
Be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. I think part of our strength at the minute is we never look far ahead. We never talk about what's coming in the future. But as players, it's hard to ignore. You know that you want to be playing good cricket going into a series like that, and I think we're well aware that you need a good squad for that sort of intense cricket, and we're building that. You know, we've got a group of bowlers that can take wickets in different conditions, and we've got, for the first time since probably Straussy retired, we've got batters who should be in the team who almost spare batters, if that makes sense. I think that Johnny Bairstow's obviously injured at the minute, but he's not in this top 6. I can't think of many times in the past sort of 10 years that we've had a spare batter who should be playing who's not playing, which is a great place to be. You know, we know that form goes a bit like a graph, you know, can go in and out, but it's good that we've got a sort of a lot of talent ready to go, and all buying into the style that we're looking to play. And it's sort of, you know, the first 4 tests of last summer, there could have been a bit like, oh, you know, will it last? Is it sustainable? Can you play like this? But players are coming into the side and playing that style. You know, the Lions are playing that style from some of the scores that I've seen. So I think, I don't know, how long do you give it to realise that it's sustainable? To me, I feel like it is, because the mentality is so strong.
Brilliant, thank you. Cheers, boys.